Okay. Let's see. Thi, go ahead, Thi. Thi.
Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. Namo Fundamental Teacher Shakyamuni Buddha. The unsurpassed, deep, profound, subtle, wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million eons is difficult to encounter. Now that I've come to receive and hold it within my sight and hearing, I vow to fathom that thus comes one true and actual meaning.
Okay, let's do 1 minute meditation. Okay. Um, 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. Mm. Jaden, you have a webcam? Jaden? Good. Let's quickly review what we have learned so far. Right. So ignorant, right? And the man ignorant, due to the ignorant, we break karma. We call it mental transformation. Kind of transformation, that means from the Alaya consciousness, the data in there we call it subconsciousness. And let's say that when we um, contemplate of something, right? Let's say Steve Jobs, he before the iPhone, right? But he sees something that why it trigger him to bring all the data that he have from the Alaya consciousness, and he into the mind consciousness that in the brain to be able to contemplate it, and the data become visualized. Maybe if you be able to visualize the iPhone, right, model, that he called the mental formation. And from the mental formation, he can transform that mental formation into the electronic document, right? That means he will using the software to draw the picture, whatever the iPhone comes from the mind. And that is called the physical formation, or he printed out on a hard copy, that also called physical formation. So, but in Buddhism, mental formation, it means that this is where we pray karma, because the mind is the one that pray everything, right? Good and bad karma come from the mental formation. And due to that, this is the past life, and it will carry on the power of karma inside the Alaya consciousness. So when the person die, right, the Alaya consciousness is the last one leaving the body, and this will be the first one to enter into the mother womb, based on the father sperm and the mother egg, right? And this is where inside the mother womb, the the power of the karma. Every week we have the different name of the karma wind. It will create the fetus physical body as well as the mental. That's what we call the name and the form. The form is mean the physical form of the fetus. The name that means the mental of the fetus, right? Inside the mother womb, we already have this. Even when we come out, right? This will become the baby. So, and inside the mother womb, it will also develop the sixth sense, right? The sixth sense. That means the eye, the ear, the nose, the tongue, and the body, right? That means the touch, the body, and also the mind consciousness. That means the brain, right? So that would be called sixth sense. And also inside the mother womb, right? The contact, that means the sixth sense, it contact the external object, right? So for example, when the baby hungry, right? They can eat using the nutrition from the mother to feed the baby. That's how the fetus be able to eat, right? We can call eat. So basically, that's how be able to use the nutrition from the mom. That is, so the tongue somehow, right? It will contact the food from the mother. That's what we call contact. Or during the pregnancy, up to the week 19 or 20, that means the the fetus can be able to see the light, right? That is the eye contact, the light. Or when the mom walk or run too fast or whatever, the mom can be able to feel the baby kick, right? So that means the physical body of the baby can be able to contact the mother womb, right? That about it. And when at the day the mom due date, right? Due date for the giving birth. So it will see that means the baby will come out. So from there, from the day, since I mean beginning of the day, the first day when the baby come out, till the end of the rest of that person life, that means the sixth sense will be able to contact to the whole world object, right? The eye contact to the visual object. The ear can be able to listen to any kind of sound. The nose be able to taste, to smell any kind of odor. The tongue be able to taste, right? Whatever the taste is. And so on and so on. The body can be able to touch. And the mind, that means all the things that we see from the first five senses become the object inside the mind. That's what we call the mental object for the mind consciousness. That is the sixth sense. So due to the contact, it will create the feeling, deep where the feeling is. If no contact, there is no feeling. If no sixth sense, there is no contact. If no physical body and no mental, right, there is no sixth sense. If no consciousness, there is no physical body and mental. That means due to the rebirth, we have this. If no rebirth step, there is no the current step. This is what we call the 12 link of dependent origination, or the arising of condition. Okay, the conditional arising. So basically that. So the feeling, there are three types of feeling: pleasure, unpleasure, neither pleasure nor unpleasure. That means in that state that there's no motivation. Now, I will let you see before we learn more, okay? And then the next one is it will create the desire. We will learn into detail later, but I will show you this picture, you will understand more. Okay, hold on. This is another way to look at the trailing. Yeah. This is the another way. This okay. I forgot to translate into English. Okay. The cost condition is related to the three period of the law of karma. Okay. The three period of law of karma. What does that mean? It means that you see that when I put the curly bracket for the first one is the ignorant, and the second one is the mental formation. That's what we call the past life cost. The cost from the past life. The ignorant, it means affliction. Affliction, why? Because the fundamental ignorant, right? That means the root of the ignorant is come from craving or the desire, you call. And from that, we have attachment and becoming. And you will learn more into this after this. So the fundamental of, or the root of the ignorance is craving. Basically, that's what it means. That's why it will create affliction. Due to affliction, we will create karma. Okay? This is the past life cost. So because the cost, right? When the Alaya consciousness enter into the mother womb, this is the current life, right? That brings the power of the karma of the past life cost and become the result or the effect of the current life. And the current life will be contained from the step consciousness all the way to feeling, in the trailing, all the way to feeling. That means consciousness, instead of I using the name and the form, right? I translated the mind and the matter plus matter. So this is just like in the vivid picture, it's called name and form. Okay, the sixth sense and the contact and the feeling. This is we call the current effect of the past life cause. So far, so good. Do you understand this, Agent? It is easy to understand.
Yeah, I'm getting it a little bit more easier than the other one.
Okay, so that's good. Any questions so far? So it's very important that due to whatever the cost, that means whatever the karma the power of the karma we have, this will give us the result in the current life. That's why when the mom, right, give birth to the baby, you will see even though inside in the family you have 5 siblings, none of them is identical karma. No, each one of them is different. They come out differently. Maybe one come out to be very intelligent, one come out, I'm talking about the sibling, right? One come out is not intelligent, one come out to be beautiful, one come out is not really beautiful, right? Not okay. And one come out very healthy, one come out is unhealthy. So on and so on. Even within the family, not talking about the whole world. The mom give birth to the baby. Due to the cause of the past life, that's why the current life effect you see differently. This is the physical body and the mental, right? We call the 5 aggregate. 5 aggregate, that means form, feeling, perception, mental formation, and the consciousness. Okay. All right. That's why if you look at this one right here from the past, right? Ignorant, it means affliction. Mental formation, it means karma. And when you go into the current life, that means the current life affect all this thing represent for suffering. All this thing represent for suffering. This is important. This is very important. You see that everything we see in this life, happiness and suffering, Sophia, which one is more?
Suffering.
Yeah, suffering. That's why suffering, I put it here. That means in the current life, we suffer. And this is the current life body. Okay. And the current life body also experience birth, aging, and death. But here, you don't see it, it's spelled out, but that's what it means. It means it's okay. And you will see the current life cost, right? Okay, when we go to the next round, you will see that desire or craving is the range of ignorance, right? So in Buddhism, there are two causes of suffering. Remember the Four Noble Truths, the two causes of suffering? The first one is ignorance, and the second one is craving. Either one of this will create suffering anyway. That's why when you see craving, it means affliction. Okay. And the attachment and becoming, it means karma. You will learn about this thing more. And this is the current life cost, right? It will give us the future effect. That means birth, aging, and death. And this is suffering, future life body. Okay. Tell me, it is easy for you to understand?
Yeah, that's much easier to understand. And to add the different sections to that. That's nice. It helps to understand a lot easier. But it doesn't have timing or conditions on there. Where does that come into play?
Oh, you mean the condition?
Yes.
Actually, the condition is the law of cause and effect. There are three components: the cause, condition, and the effect. But usually, in general, they call cause and effect. But the condition is that means whatever we do right now, that is considered to be a condition. And that's the thing we are doing right now, we can be able to control. Right? Therefore, we are the one who be able to alter, not change. Well, not create, alter the effect. Because the cause plus the condition give us the effect. So we be able to alter the effect. If we have the good cause, bad condition, you will have a bad effect. If we have a bad cause but the good condition, you can alter the effect. That means you have a good effect. So whenever you hear the word condition in the law of cause and effect, it means that is whatever we do in this life, that is considered to be a condition. Does it make sense to you, Tammy?
Yes. So you can actually change any kind of negative karma you might have come into you to transform it into more of a positive karma if you're doing good right now, if your conditions are good right now. Is that what that means?
Yes, that is correct. For example, due to the bad cause, right? For example, if a person in the past life, he or she very let's see that he have a lot of money, but did not share to others, right? Did not share to other. That means he or she did not do any giving. That the effect is the current effect is he will born into the poor family. That is the current life effect. But also, that means that this poor person, right, will be poor for the rest of his life or her life. No, no. So let's say that he worked very hard, right, and he pursued go to work very hard on the education. He well, if happened that he born into this country, and the government is the one to help the poor kid to pay for all the school, right? And that's why he be able to pursue his education, right? He tried very hard. That means in the future, right? In the future, he will become doctor, engineering, or whatever. So the cost in the past is bad, but the condition right now, that means he tried very hard, and also the country that he lives right now also provide a financial aid for the poor kid, and encourage the poor kid, the poor student, right? In the low income family, be able to go to school and pursue whatever he wants. So that he also consider the condition. All those conditions together that he tried, it's called good condition, right? The bad cause, that means he did not do the given, but the good condition is he tried really hard. The effect is he come out to be engineering or doctor or whatever he pursued. Does that make sense to you, Tammy? Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. So and only well, I don't think the other religion they clearly understand the law of cause and effect in the way that the Buddha teach. They only have two components: the cause and the effect. That means if you have a bad cause, definitely you will get a bad effect. But that is not the case in Buddhism. In Buddhism, there is no fixed thing. That means there is no absolute. Nothing in this world is fixed. That means it's dual. It's changeable. You can change it. Okay, depend on the condition. Okay, and also, this is where we pray karma, right? Due to that, the future birth will be suffer. So we will now, let me go back and we will learn from the craving or the desire. Okay. So any questions so far? Jaden, you understand so far?
Yeah, I understand it.
Alan, you came in a little bit late, but did you understand so far?
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, all right. You, okay, T, what about you? You understand so far?
Yeah.
Okay, this is very important, and this teaching is very important in Buddhism. The traveling is very important teaching. Once you understand this, then you understand the core teaching of the Buddha. Okay, so okay, let's do it from here. All right. T, go ahead and do this one for me, please.
Craving / desire. Like, dislike, or passion is defined as craving, which is a branch of ignorance, also called affliction. The root of ignorance is craving due to the attachment of the self in the mana consciousness. In the mana consciousness, self-delusion is the attachment of the self, whereas self-view, self-pride, and self-love belongs to the craving.
Good. Stop right there. Stop right there. Do you understand what you just read?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay. You remember, okay, here, let me now give me 1 second. Let me quickly go back to here. Yeah. I just want to make sure you clearly understand this. So you know that from this eight consciousness, the mind consciousness in the brain, it's control the first 5 sense, right? Consciousness. And that means the data when we take from outside, it will load it inside the short-term memory. And the short-term memory want the data available, right? The mind consciousness, that means the brain be able to have all the function from the brain become available, right? Like you think, contemplate, planning, visualize, whatever, right? This is the function of the brain, right? When the data become available. And this right here, you see the mana consonant is the one in between of the mind consonant and the alaya consonant. Why this one is this? This is not physical like the first 6 consciousness. This is just this is what you call it due to the attachment, right? Of the data inside the alaya consonant, the mana consonant become exist. It will exist in the 8 consciousness. If the one who do not attach to anything, that means self-delusion, self-view, self-pride, and self-love, that means this one will not exist. Tell me, do you understand so far? Maybe?
Yes, so far.
Yeah, this one only exists because the common people like us, we always attach to something. Therefore, this will become existing. The Arahat or the enlightened one, this one is no longer exists. It will become the wisdom instead of mana consonant. And okay, anyway, they become the compassion, basically. They become compassion. All right, the cell delusion. What is the cell delusion? For example, when the alaya consonant enter into the mother womb, right, at the human, the cell delusion will become the 5 aggregate, right? Let me show you this. I want to yeah. For the human, right? For human. Okay, the cell delusion. In the 5 area. That means form, feeling, perception, mental formation, and the consonant. They call the alaya consonant. Okay? When you see the word consonant, it means alaya consonant in this one. Okay? So the form, right? It means the physical body. The feeling all the way to here, which it's called the mental. The mental. That's why in the 12 link, you see the name and the form. Basically, the 4 layer right here, it represents for the name. The form is the physical body. Okay. And we always attach to this 5 aggregate at me, at I, right? We, okay, we attach. We always attach to this 5 aggregate at I. That means the cell, right? But the one who born into the heaven, that means to the God realm, right? They also have the 5 aggregate, and they attach to the heaven, to the God being, right? We call the heaven being at the cell as well. Or the one who born into the animal realm, right? They also attach to the 5 aggregate of the animal at the eye or the cell. Or the one who born into the hungry ghost. They also have the 5 aggregate. They attach to the 5 aggregate at the eye or cell, even in the hell as well. And so on and so on. That's why we are not, this make us at the okay, this will make us at unenlightened one. That means we are not enlightened, right? Different from the enlightened, right? So far so good for the self delusion. Sophia and Erjan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaden, you understand the self delusion?
Yeah.
If someone yell at us, right, we get angry. Why do we get angry? Because we attach to this thing at the self. If we do not attach to this, that means it doesn't matter. That person accuse us or yell at us, whatever they do, we will not get angry. The reason we get angry, because we have the I or the self. Yeah. Now the self, what is the next one? The self view, right? That means, let's say that I have my own view. If someone else have a different view, that means different understanding or different perspective or different thinking, then I get angry, or I don't feel comfortable, right? Because that's what we call the self-view, right? You see the politician, right? Each one of them, they have a different view. That's why they compete each other and they harm each other because of the view. The worst scenario for the leader of the country, if the leader of the country, many countries, each one of them have a different view, to the worst scenario, they will create war, right? Just like Ukraine and Russia. You see, different view. If we don't know how to work, because we attach to our own view at the center. Therefore, if someone have a different than us and we don't feel happy with it, we can create a lot of conflict. and suffering will follow. Yeah. The third one is sale price. Sale price. The sale price. That means I am the best, no one else. That means we are very arrogant. We so proud of ourselves. If someone is better than us, we will feel jealous. Jealousy, right? And we will harm them. That is self-price. Self-love, that means I always told you guys about the story. One time the queen, right, said to the king, that means the highness, do you love me? Right? The king said, yes, I love you just like my own body. Really? The queen replied. And the queen said to the king that if someday I have an affair with different men, what are you going to do? I will kill you. That the king said. Then the queen said that, oh, my highness, you love you yourself. You not love me. That's what we call the self-love. Does it make sense? Usually when we say we love someone, we love with the condition. This is the self-love. If someone do not align with our, right? If they are different than what we expect, well, we will pray. There will be a problem. This is also come from the self-love. The self-love include the material. This is my house. This is my money. This is my car or whatever. This is called self-love. Even though I say I love you, but that love comes with the string or the condition. That's what the self-love. And that's why it's trouble, right? Now, let me go to here and due to the cell, right? Attachment come from the data inside the alaya consonant. This will become mana consonant. It will exist. If no attachment, this one will not exist. I hope I explain clearly. Tell me, I hope I don't confuse you.
Yeah, you explained clearly, but I have kind of a question, I guess, about your with self-love and the story that you tell.
You mean the king and the queen?
Yes, because I guess it's important to a certain extent. I mean, you love with conditions, except for like your children. Like your children can do no wrong, right? But when it comes to a partnership, then to a certain extent, I would think it would be important to have more self-love for yourself, because like the example you give, if somebody has an affair, you don't want to be like, oh, okay, I don't care. I mean, you don't want people to take advantage of your kindness, I guess. Where I understand what you're saying about self-love and not, to become an enlightened being, you have to not have it as far as materials and possessions and stuff. But it seems like being a human, to a certain point, you have to have kind of more self-love, certain conditions, I guess, to your love. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So basically, common people is not the enlightened one, right? That's why when we interact with others, we interact with the common sense of the common people. Therefore, suffering follows. The common people do not have wisdom because we are ignorant, right? We do not understand the the law, right? The true law. That means the teaching. Therefore, we cannot be able to let go. The whole idea in here, when I say this kind of story, if something happened like that, if we understand this very clearly, we a little bit more easier accept the condition and let go. That's why the suffering will be less, and even we will free from suffering. But if we do not understand, right, we will, when this thing happens, let's say that our partner really have an affair with other, then we cannot let go. And we will confront, right? Therefore, suffer. That means suffering or happiness. It's only the difference between understanding and not understanding. Does that make sense, Tammy? Oh yeah, I hope.
Yes, by understanding the teachings, you'll be able to have more compassion because, like you said, we're all human beings. So when errors happen, you'll be able to extend compassion rather than saying, okay, now I'm going to kill you and create your own suffering because you desire so much to hurt them back or whatever. You can just, leave them be and walk away and unattached from it all.
Yeah, the more we understand and the more, hopefully, the more we can let go. The more we can be able to accept whatever condition arise to us, we're willing to accept it at ease, and we will move on without any attachment. Therefore, we will have less suffering, or eventually we have no suffering. That is the whole idea of the teaching. Does that make sense to you, Jaden and Agent? Good. So yes, in this world, a lot of suffering, right? If we don't have the right understanding, and it's very tough for us to, if something really bad happened to us, we cannot be able to accept it easily. Therefore, we cannot let go. Therefore, we will suffer. And this world is the Buddha said that this world is evil. Due to our bad karma in the past, we born into this world. But if we live in this world and we do not have the understanding, the true understanding, when things happen to us, I mean the bad thing happened to us, we cannot be able to handle it in the peaceful way. But then that suffer will come. So hopefully after after we learn this, we'll be able to understand it more. We are common, we are human, we are common people. At the beginning, it's very tough for us to accept it. But once you contemplate it and you have really understand it, and if you really feel it, the teaching, then you will be able to gradually, you will be able to accept it and let go eventually. So I heard someone, I say a lot of teaching here, and she said that before, right? She lived in a family. There are a lot of disagreement between husband and wife, parent and children, even the grandparent as well. It's a lot of suffering going on. And before, she did not understand the Buddhist teaching much. She cannot be able to accept it. She cannot be able to let go. But once she learned the Buddha teaching in more and more, she be able to accept the condition, whatever they come to her. And she be able to let go little by little. Therefore, she have less suffering little by little. more and more less suffering. And therefore now she be able to live like the condition is same in the past. But now that means those things have not really have a big impact on her. You see, that's important, very important. So, okay. Any questions so far? Don't you think that, tell me, before you learn the Buddha teaching and before and after, what is your experience?
Oh yeah, it's completely different now. Before I understood Buddhism, I was in so much suffering, but didn't even realize that I was suffering. It was just the way life was, and I was just trying to get through life until death, just live the life until it's finally over with, and hopefully make it to heaven by doing good here on earth. But once I started learning the Dharma a couple years ago, I really started to be able to accept the suffering, see it for what it is. And then once I accepted, okay, yes, I am suffering and this is not where I want to be in life, then I can make the little changes to make things better for my life. But I couldn't do it. It couldn't make huge changes. It had to be little baby steps, but it's made a huge difference just to be able to accept things. And the more I learn and the longer time goes by, it's easier and easier. So when something really bad does happen, I don't react. I can just be with it and see it for what it is and not attach to any of the anger or resentment like I would before. It makes a huge difference. The youth here are so lucky to get this very early on in life.
Yeah, and right now we have a children in our class. Yeah, they do not have life experience right now, right? Not yet. They still too young, but I hope this kind of teaching will help them when they grow up and they will enter into the real life, right? And they will encounter a lot of suffering. And hopefully this will give them some kind of foundation, right? To help them to be able to when things happen to them, they be able to look back and be able to slowly accept it and slowly let go. When I share the Buddhist psychology model, right? There were more than one people give me a good feedback on that. There was a lady, right? She about 68, I think. She said that she lived in a family. She have a lot of conflict in the family, between husband and wife, and also the children as well. And because the husband always give her a lot of headache. And one time she said that she jumped into the car and she just pressed the pedal, the gas pedal, let it go wherever it end up, right? She want to kill herself. That is terrible, right? But after I said the Buddhist teaching, the Buddhist psychology, the model, remember, when the anger arrives and you recite the mantra, I said that I know I am angry. Anger is not me. I am not anger. Why should I get angry? When I teach that, and when her anger arrives, right, she be able to remember the model, and she be able to use it. Since then, she said that it helped her have less suffering, and also now, you know what, the same thing happened, have no effect directly to her. That is the good thing. So that means between ignorance and wisdom, or between understanding and not understanding, suffering and happiness is right there. Sophia, does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's why I'd rather go slow, but I just want to make sure you are understanding. If I go too fast, I understand it, but you do not really understand it. Then that's not good either. Okay. All right. Let me go here. Okay. Okay. Let me quickly here. Okay. Let's do from the craving. So right now we read up to here, and okay, the root of ignorance is craving due to the attachment of the self in the mana consciousness, right? Then when we're talking about the cell inside the mana consciousness, what is it? It means the four different type of cell: cell delusion, cell pride, cell view, cell pride, and cell love. Right? So basically, cell delusion is the attachment of the cell. That means the body, right? The five aggregate that consider as the cell. Whereas that means the cell view, the cell pride, and the cell love belong to the craving or belong to the desire. So this tree right here, the purpose of this tree right here, the cell view, the cell pride, the cell love, is to serve the cell. Is to serve the cell. That means cell delusion. I hope I don't confuse you. Agent, you understand so far? Yeah? Okay, you understand. I hope I don't confuse. So usually, the whole idea of the desire is to serve the self, right? That means the self delusion. Anyway, all right. Okay. Okay. Sophia, go ahead and read the let me see where we are. All right. When they a self.
When there is a self, there is a craving. There is a craving and there is a suffering. Even the ones who have reached the samadhi in the formlessness realms, heaven of boundless space, heaven of boundless consciousness, heaven of nothing whatsoever, and heaven of neither thought nor non-thought, still clings on a subtle self. When
Okay,
they
stop right
enjoy-
there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Do you understand what you just read?
All I understand is that if there's a self, there is like craving and suffering.
Don't you think? Is that true?
Yes.
For example, that so when we want to eat ice cream, right? So that means the self. And ice cream, that is the craving. The ice cream is trigger the craving inside us to serve the I. So they are very closely connected. Okay. Therefore, even the one who have reached samadhi, that means the deep concentration in the formless realm, the five aggregate, right? The formless realm, they do not have the form aggregate. They have only the feeling, perception, mental formation, and the consciousness. But they still attach or lean on the subtle self. That means the four aggregate, right? That means the feeling, the perception, and the mental formation and consciousness, or we call the state of the formlessness realm. This is considered the self, the subtle self. That's why even this is the highest meditation for the one who not Buddhism, they can reach this one as well. They can be able to reach this level, but the Buddha not call them at the enlightened one. No, they are still unenlightened, not yet enlightened. Why? Because they are attached to the self, to the state of the mind. They are enjoy. That you can see to be the subtle self. Does that make sense to you, Sylvia? I hope.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hung, go ahead and read the next one. When they enjoy.
When they enjoy, where?
Yeah.
When they enjoy the use all the blessings of the heavenly arise again in afflictions, then they still fall to the lower realms, then the craving will arise again and afflictions also arise.
Okay, stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop it. Thank you. So when they enjoy that, that means the state that they are in right now, whatever the state of the meditation they are in right now, they enjoy that state, right? And that means whenever they reach to whatever the state of the meditation is, that means the blessing is a lot of blessing compared to the one in the desire realm. That means when we in the desire realm, that means we still have desire. Therefore, we do not have the meditation state. Okay? Their blessing is beyond, it's a lot. But it doesn't matter how much they have. If they attach to the self, they will eventually use all the blessing in the heaven. One is exhausted, they will fall to the lower realm. That means go back to the desire realm. Therefore, the craving will arise again, and therefore affliction also arise. Does this make sense to you, Agent?
Yeah.
Okay. Jaden, what do you think? You understand so far?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is a very important teaching. So the Buddha give us not only the teaching, but give us the step by step to show us that like a map, right? It's just like the GPS. When we understand this, then we will also know how to resolve it, right? Okay, anyway. So the Buddha give us the Buddha very compassionate. He teaches us little by little, step by step, and for us to see the whole thing. So that's why the Buddha teaching is unbelievable, right? All right, we will stop right here, and I will go back to the teaching. Okay, all right, we will stop right here. Okay, Jaden, go ahead.
May every living being, our minds as one and radiant with light, share the fruits of peace with hearts of goodness, luminous and bright. If people hear and see how hands and hearts can find in giving unity, may their minds awake to great compassion, wisdom, and to joy. May kindness find reward, may all who sorrow leave their grief and pain. May this boundless light break the darkness of their endless night, because our hearts are one, and this world of pain turns into paradise. May all become compassionate and wise, may all become compassionate and wise.
Good, thank you, Bob. All right, I hope I see you next week. Yeah. Kevin, Vivian, when you do you follow the class?